Tech Daddy videos, and welcome back. We today are going to be talking about buying your shipping supplies and ordering products from overseas, the best way to have the product shipped and all that. So in this video, there's going to be quite a things that we go over. Also, I'm going to be doing Amazon Q&A for this live video here. So for those of you who have questions or want to ask questions while I'm doing the broadcast, feel free to ask and go ahead and put it in chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer a lot of your questions when they do come on in. So today I was talking to a few people that had called, and basically they were asking me about shipping and trying to get the best shipping method to have your product shipped overseas. They were going to ship products to Amazon, and they were buying products from overseas, and they were concerned about cost, how much it was for cost and how much it was going to be. So I kind of wanted to explain to you exactly what a customer sees and what they look at, and how they determine buying situations and so forth. So as a buyer, they really don't care what the packages come in. They just want to know, is the product good? Is it worth it? Is it something that that is not cheap? And are they going to keep it? And is it good for what they had purchased it for? So I'll give you an example. I had sat there and I explained to to the person who called me and said, look, I said, Amazon ships products in this box right here. So they really don't know what it looks like as far as what's coming, right? So when you open this up, well, let's open this up. And as you see right here, this is a product that I had ordered, and it came in, half of it bubble wrap, and this is the box that it actually came in. So when I explained to a lot of my sellers out there, a lot of my members, it's always good to ship products even in a box just like this, because really they don't care what it looks like as far as the packaging is concerned. What they're concerned about is how the product is. Well, I ordered this product from Amazon a couple of days ago, and this is a dolly for my photography product, for my camera, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So let's opening it up for the very first time here, and as you can see, there it is. This is what came in. This is all I'm concerned about. It comes in with this here, and here is the product itself. So this is just a dolly that you basically put together, and basically just goes around, and so it has that cinematic view on the camera. So if I'm doing like a product review or something, this is what it's great for. And this is heavy duty. It's not cheaply made, and this is exactly what I want. Will I ever return this? Probably not, unless it didn't work. But the fact of the matter is that the customer that ordered all these products from overseas saved themselves quite a bit of money, because they didn't put their name on it. They basically just sent it in a box. Now, when you are ordering products directly from Amazon itself, you don't know what it comes in. All you're looking at when you're trying to make a decision whether you're going to buy that product is, how good is that listing? How good is that listing to where you're going to click that button and you're going to buy the product itself? So with this, I mean, I didn't expect it to come in a box like this, but am I unhappy about it? No, absolutely not, because I really don't care. As long as the product is good, that's all that matters. So this one right here, all they did was just put this little sticker on here, and that was it. This is the sticker. And guess what? Made in China. Made in China. A lot cheaper to send it in a white box or a brown box as opposed to a box that has a bunch of graphics on it, has everything that all the pictures. That costs a lot more for the manufacturer, because now they got to print that on each box. They're going to charge you more for it. And it's just cheaper to say, you know what, can you just send it in a box like this? And it comes out a lot cheaper for them just to do that, and it saves them money, saves you money. And where you really want to concentrate on your brand is going to be on your listing itself, because that's what I look at when I make a decision whether I'm going to buy a product or not. So, and that's what a lot of people look at. They look at the pictures, the quality of the pictures. And if it comes in a box like this, like a lot of you guys probably have experienced before, this goes directly into the trash when I'm done with it. And I have my product, and my product is all I'm concerned about. So, with that being said, if you guys feel that, that's helpful for you guys, put it in the comments. Just let me know. Put it in the comments here, and let me know what you guys think about that. About you going out and spending extra money on printing a box and having it look professional, or have it sent in a plain paper box. Save yourselves a lot of money by going out there and just simply doing that and having Amazon ship it, or you ship it directly just like this. Now, there's also materials that you're going to need if you are doing merchant fulfilled. So if you are selling on Amazon, you're not sending the products into Amazon's warehouse. There are supplies that you can actually buy for your products and what have you. So if I was going to say, for example, sell this and I wanted to ship this itself, then I would probably look at something like this envelope that's much bigger than this, to go out there and send this, put this in the box itself, put the label on, or put this this box inside the envelope, and send it out. And there you go. There's your problem. Your problem is solved by simply buying something like this. It's a bubble envelope, and you want to make sure you just stuff whatever in there and what have you. If you have stuff that is smaller, for example, you might want to get something like this right here that has the warning labels. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's see if we can. There you go. The warning labels on this. And for example, you want to just stuff this nice camera in there and seal it up. You can do that by simply buying these bags. You can actually get these bags on Amazon, or you can get them. A company that I use is clearbags.com. They have a whole bunch of bags themselves. As a matter of fact, I can probably go out there and let me see if I can do this. All right, here we go. This is a company that I use. It's clearbags.com. You can get a lot of supplies from here itself. I use companies like that, or maybe want to go to a company like Uline. And Uline has a lot of stuff there that you can buy in big quantities, and they ship fairly fast. Both these companies actually ship extremely fast. So, you want to make sure that that you order lots of products, because that is going to only help you when it comes to ordering your products and making sure that you have all your products on hand here. So, all right, let me see here. Okay. Oh, by the way, paper, and say, for example, you want to have paper, you use paper for your printers and stuff like that. You always want to make sure that you have quite a bit of that just because if you're doing tons and tons of sales, it only helps out to make sure that you have a lot. Let's see. There are other things that I use. For example, the two-piece paper here. As you can see, I have, these are the two-piece papers that I put in the printer along with two orders here. So these are two actual orders. And I use this, put this in the printer, and it helps out quite a bit. This I can get this from Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, and this is the 5912 laser that I use, and I'm looking roughly around 500 labels, 250 sheets. This probably cost around $100 for this box at Office Depot, but you can find these here on Amazon itself. And Amazon, they're a little cheaper. They're like 50 bucks to get something like this similar to Amazon. And I'm kind of want to show you the difference. As you can see, this here is nice label, Avery. They went out of their way, and this comes in a nice package, right? But it's also $100. And then you have something like this, where this comes in, this company right here, made in China. This one's 100 sheets, and this is not even, I would say, for 200 labels, I think you're looking at 20 bucks, if that, maybe even cheaper. But this is the box it comes in, and you know the paper comes inside, and it's half of the price. And ordering 50 to 100 units or 200 units, and you're going to sell these on Amazon itself, well, it's going to be obviously a lot cheaper than the Avery product that you're trying to sell, and you're going to make a lot more money simply by just doing that. And you know, you want to make sure you have a good staple gun. I get this from Uline itself. I ordered this and I use it all the time, constantly, for packaging and so forth. You want to make sure you have that. And then most importantly, and which a lot of people do forget, is the scale. Okay, this is a scale, a weigh scale for shipping scale, and this one right here is actually called Smart Weight scale, Smart Weight, and it's about 180 pounds, I believe, that it holds up to. So that I put big boxes in there. I know the measurements and everything else. You want to make sure that you guys have yourself a tape gun, okay, and I mean a measuring tape, and you want to measure the dimensions on your box itself when you are shipping your products in. Now, I kind of use these three envelopes for my products. One is basically going to be, like I said, is going to be the warning one here that I use, and I put my product in that, and then I go and I ship it with this, put the label on this. This one right here I actually get from Uline itself, and this one is the Zero bubble wrap or bubble mailer, and 250 of them, I think, for like 50 bucks or something like that. It's not very expensive. And then if you want to go even cheaper, there's another company that I use for this one right here. And this one is really, really thick. I mean, thick. And you can put, you can put a lot of stuff in here. It's like fabric. You could put t-shirts in here. And this is what I do is I'll stuff a t-shirt in here and go ahead and just package it up, send it off. And it's a lot cheaper. I think this is pennies on the dollar compared to this right here. And you just simply put the label on, you're set, ready to go. And that's kind of a cheap way to do it. So there's a lot of options for you when you are shipping products to Amazon or to your customer. As a matter of fact, you want to be able to make sure that you trying to find the cheapest way to go out there and make as much money as possible when you are selling on Amazon. And a lot of new sellers don't even think about stuff like that. You know, they're thinking about starting up their Amazon business, and you know, I want to incorporate my business, and they're buying LLCs for hundreds and hundreds of dollars and trying to get their business account set up when they should be going out there and really thinking about how they're going to send the products out to their customers, cheapest way to do it. Because once the ball starts rolling and you start making quite a bit of money, the profitability even gets even higher and higher when you start thinking smarter and smarter, you know. So and don't be afraid to go out there and sell on Amazon. You just got to really get your feet wet, go out there and do it. I actually have this little metal thing here that I keep on my desk. And don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. That's what you should be afraid of. You should really be afraid of not trying. And a lot of people always talk themselves out of a situation, even if it's a good situation or what have you. So, but as far as going out there and looking for these products, going out there and making sure that you're getting the best deal, always do your research, your homework, always make sure that you check with many, many suppliers. And I go all over the place. I mean, I basically will check Uline, I check Clearbags, I check Amazon, I check eBay, I check everywhere that I can possibly check to kind of get the best deal possible, because the cheaper that you can get the cost on any product, and you can sell that product for as high as you possibly can, and you're going to make quite a bit of money while you're doing that, and you're going to be a happy camper you know, at the end of the day. It's like my hobby. I have a very expensive hobby. I buy cameras all day long, and so, you know, this camera right here is my newest camera, and this one right here has superb autofocus on it. I really love this camera, and you know, it's just a matter of finding the right thing for you, and that's what you have to do. You have to make sure that you go out there and find the right thing that's going to work for you, whether you're selling on Amazon or eBay or anywhere else, because the fact of the matter is, if you decide to go cheap and you just see and you figure, well, you know, I'm not gonna go out and pay for something that is going to be worth money. And this is where I kind of look at products. When I look at products, I look at what's out there and what can be done better. You know, maybe they have bad reviews on this because it was made cheap, because piece keeps breaking. Well, you want to make sure that when you buy your product, that you can ask the manufacturer, hey, I get a lot of complaints because this is breaking down after a couple of years, or even after a couple months, or what have you, and get a lot of returns, you know. And so you want to better your listing by going out there and doing that. So you want to be able to go as cheap as possible, but at the same time, when it comes to products and stuff like that, buy good quality stuff if you can. I mean, even if you have to pay a little bit more, go cheaper on your graphic design, go cheaper on your shipping supplies, go cheaper on other stuff that you can go cheaper on. But when it comes to um, when it comes to products, and you really have to kind of be a person that is going to outsell themselves, go out there and just outproduce other sellers. Because if you're able to do that, then obviously you're able to make quite a bit more money. So I look at stuff like this. Okay, that like this right here. I use constantly all the time if I'm looking for something, because a lot of times, they'll go out there and they'll put stuff in here and you can barely read it, and you open it up and really, who can read this right here? I mean, it's crazy. So like little stuff like this where you can come in and zoom in, and then you have your light on top of that. There's a lot of people that need these, and they're out there and they're buying them, whether they're this small or whether they're bigger or what have you. Um, like I say, anything sells on Amazon. It's a matter of if people need it or not. Even stuff like this, it's crazy. And you don't think about things like this. You don't think about like this. It's a necessity for some people, but people don't really pay attention to that. I get. I like this. This is this. I put this on. It's superb. I love it. And I pretty much play with this every day. Just turn it around and there you go. So, but little stuff like that, you sells. And one of the biggest questions is, what sells on Amazon? What makes money on Amazon? I always tell my members, and I tell everybody else, especially on YouTube, everything sells on Amazon. People don't believe it, but it does. I was just talking to some people yesterday, as a matter of fact, when I had purchased some other stuff, some personal stuff, and they have their own business and they sell on eBay, and they were selling a lot of products, but the products that they were selling, they even mentioned it to me and said said that, well, it's products that are old, and people aren't buying them. And they asked me, well, what do you sell? What do you sell? And I sit there and I tell them, this is what I sell. And they think about it and they're going like, wow, okay. And, you sell products that you're able to use every single day. Why not sell toothbrushes? Why not sell hangers? Why not sell salt and pepper grinders? Things that are in people's household every single day. Everybody has them. Everybody needs them. Everybody needs replacements. Sell replacement parts. Sell parts that hard to find, that you can't find in stores. Those are very good sellers. So there's a lot of things that you can think of. Even if I have people coming over working on the house or doing something, and they ask me what I do, and I tell them, and I go, well, what do you sell? I go, well, I always put it in their hands, and I say, well, you're in this business. What sells the most of what you are doing in this business? And they think about it, and I say, just look at that product, look online, look at what you can get it for, and look at what you can sell it for. And if you can make money off of it, that's a business. People are going to buy it. So, okay, Panarello Ryder says, hi there, Mr. Henry. Can you request the supplier to use a thicker cardboard material when they ship your units if the initial material was kind of thin? Yeah, absolutely. And that's the beauty about it, is you can go to your supplier, and if they say, no, I don't have it, go somewhere else. Go to another supplier and find out what the mill thickness is on your cardboard. And if it's something that is too thin for you, tell them, no, I want a thicker cardboard material, and they'll be more than happy to either sell you the thicker one or find somebody else who there's a lot of options out there, and it's no different than like me going to Uline and asking and say, hey, I like this box, but do you have it in a thicker box? Sure enough, they always have it because that's their thing. That's what they do. If I don't find it there, I'll check Amazon, or I'll check eBay, or I'll check any other source where I can go out there and get that. Check Clear Bags or what have you. And so I'm always trying to find, you know, something that's going to work, because you don't want to send material, you don't want to send your products in material that's really thin. It gets damaged during the shipping too. So that's a good question, good thing to think about, and a lot of people don't think about that. So Tina Thompson, what's up there, sis? My sis is checking in. Tina Thompson, hello. Hopefully everything is all good in the East Coast over there. Staying out of that heat. Boyd says, amen, brother. Well, amen, brother, to you, Boyd. Same thing. Heba says, hello, Mr. Henry. I hope you answered my question. I hope you answered my question. So, if there is a product that is patent on us and you sell it on Amazon, does Amazon block listing of patent products? Absolutely. The best thing to do, Heba, is to, and welcome to the channel, by the way, first time that I've seen you here. So welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, let you know when I do come on. Just a little shameless plug there for you. But to answer your question, yes, if you are selling on Amazon and you haven't registered for brand registry yet, register for brand registry, especially if you have a product that is patent or patent pending, or a trademark name that you want to put on there, and you have the registration number and you have all that. It's going to be much easier for you to brand registry that product through Amazon itself. Now, what this will do, this will help you. So, for example, you have a supplier that basically is going to try to sell your product, and you do not give permission for that. There's two options. If you do not brand registry the product, they can get onto your listing and they can piggyback, what they call piggyback off your listing itself. So what happens is they can sell the exact same product that you're selling, lower the price on it, and get the sale. A lot of people do that on Amazon. But if you do a brand registry and you go out there and you brand registry with the brand registry department in Amazon itself, it's very simple. If you find somebody selling your product, another seller, you can call Amazon directly. If they don't catch it, give them the ASIN number, and what is going to happen is they will take them off your listing immediately, and they will not be able to sell your product. That is the beauty about brand registry. It protects your brand. So, and they'll give you two options. They will knock it off, knock their account off automatically, just done. Or if somebody wants to sell your product, they have to get approval. And when they go to your listing and create a listing, it's going to say need approval. And you're basically, they're going to click need approval and then try to create the listing. And then you have that option whether you want them to sell your product or not. Hopefully, that was long. Hopefully I answered your question there, Heba. So, yes, very simple. But yes, you can do that. Maria Alfano, what's happening there, Maria? Hi, Henry. Sorry I joined late. Thanks for always being so helpful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. She also says, with your course, we have already found 3 private label products and we already received our postcards. Awesome. And for those of you that don't know, I do have a course at techdaddyvideos.com, teaches you how to sell on Amazon. I've had this course for a while, and so I always update the course every year. I also do have a product of the month that I do give my members, so they have an option to buy products. I've been doing it since 2018 as far as the product of the month. So you have, when you sign up for my course, you will get the products of the month from the year 2018 to current. Every single month I put out a new product of the month and make sure that you guys are able to at least sell something when you do buy the Amazon A to Z course at techdaddyvideos.com. Thank you for that, Maria. Really appreciate that. Thank you for confirming that the course is really, really good. James says, Henry, can I call you after this class? Yes, you can. I just can't talk too long because I have other things that I'm going to be doing. But yes, you can give me a call real quick after, and that's fine. I'll go ahead and answer your question off the air. No problem. Maria says, do you need to be trademarked to have brand registry? Yeah, see? Already people are calling. And sorry about that, guys. This is what happens. As soon as I do a live video, people want to know about the Amazon A to Z course, which is great. Do you need to be trademarked to have brand registry? Yes, they are asking for some type of registration. There are a few things that need to be done when you are going through brand registry. They're going to want to take a look at your product. They want to take a look at how it's shipped. They want to take a look at your brand itself. So a lot of times they're going to ask for packaging that does have your brand on it. So something like this is not going to fly with them when it comes to sending out branded products. But then you have something like this that you can say, yes, this is my brand, this is my packaging, this is what it looks like, and so forth. And when you send that in, most likely you will be approved. And so you want to make sure that you do everything that they ask you to do, because there are going to be requirements, and you're going to have to go through that before you get approved. But once you get approved, you're done. It's great. Heba says, yes, thank you. And I just joined your course, though. Great info. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining my Amazon A to Z course. And, thanks for giving me that props. I really appreciate that. And my members do know, just like James here asked me the question, if they can contact me even after I'm doing my live broadcast. And I always have time for my members, or I try to make time for them. And if they have a question, they can always leave me a email or text message, and I'll try to call them back as quickly as possible. Sometimes I get really busy throughout the day, and I got to do this, and this, and it just constantly, there's just lots of work. And I don't know if you guys seen this or not. I'm going to try and I'm going to attempt to do this. But right there is my stuff that's going to the post office. The post office today, and that's roughly around 120 packages that literally have to be shipped out, and that was from this morning. So it is 1:22, and I already have 120 packages that have to go to the post office, get shipped out to the customers. And that's the beauty about Merchant Fulfilled. And you can get this done and try to get it done as quickly as possible and get them out to your customer fairly quickly. All right. Well, with that being said, I just wanted to get on today and talk about, shipping, the best way to ship. Another thing too, somebody had asked me was, as far as shipping was concerned, is it easier to ship, or what is the best way to ship? Ship by air or ship by boat, by freight? And that kind of comes into play with how much of a quantity that you're going to order from overseas. If you order a pretty decent amount of quantity, for like say 100 units or 200 units, and it can get on an airplane, ship it through air. That is the best way to ship your products directly to you from overseas, as opposed to by freight, by boat, because if you ship by air, you should get it anywhere from 7 to 14 days. If you ship it by boat, expect 45 to 60 days before you get your product. And then that product is going to go to a port. And then you also must have what's called a freight forwarder in order to get your product out of shipping from a boat. And so that costs a lot more money. And it's just way cheaper if you can ship smaller quantities and ship it by air than you can by boat, because it would take a lot longer. You have other shipping charges that are going to cost you quite a bit more money. So with that being said, always ship by air if you can. I ship 97% of my stuff is by air, and another 3% is going to be by boat and get here when I want it to get here. Usually I'm ordering tens of thousands of units just by doing that by boat. And that's where it kind of comes into play with that. Adele, let's see what Adele has to say here. Hopefully I said your name right, Adele. Henry, I've been watching you since 2 years. You are a pro, an honest man. I am going to register to your course pretty soon. Thank you, Mr. Henry. Thank you there, Adele. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I try to do what I can, because, I'm on YouTube. A lot of people do see me. A lot of people do recognize me. And a lot of people, ask me questions. I could be walking down the street sometimes and somebody would come up to me, "Aren't you that guy on YouTube? Aren't you that guy?" I was like, "Yes, I'm that guy." Or I go to a liquidation center, and that's where they catch me a lot of times, because they're either selling on Amazon themselves, and they see me, and I say, "Well, I need this pellet, this pellet, this pellet." If I was, buying pellets, and they would recognize me and ask me questions. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Ada. I thank you for leaving that nice comment. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and call it a day. Got to get this stuff off to the post office, get that ready. Thank you guys for coming in. Really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to come onto YouTube today, but I felt like this was important enough for me to talk about and at least share that with you guys. And if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. Lets you know when I do come on. And we will see you guys on the next video. All right? Talk to you later. See ya. Peace.